Welcome back. Today in our Sunday Spotlight, Bobby Valentine. When the world seemed to be falling apart on 9/11 and in the days following, it was baseball in some way that brought us back, lifting America out of the darkness. Valentine was the manager of the New York Mets at the time and played a role in offering hope to a nation in mourning. Bobby Valentine joins us this morning. Bobby, it's been 20 years since 9/11, since all that happened. When you think back on that day, what's your first memory?
Well, my first memory is the TV screen. We were in Pittsburgh, and the news was on when I got back to the room after working out, and I said, oh my God.
And a lot has been made about the fact that the Mets were in Pittsburgh. Baseball ended up getting canceled for several days after this happened, and the Mets ended up taking a bus back to New York. And there was some chilling moments as you approached Lower Manhattan. Do you remember that?
Oh, absolutely. It's a long bus ride back from Pittsburgh, and as we approached the Meadowlands, I had a little anticipation that we'd go around the corner and look across the Hudson and see what we could see. And as it turned out, when we got around that corner and we gazed over at what was the skyline of New York City, it was now just covered with black smoke, and we did not distinguish one building amongst the view.
At that point, these are ball players. Some people like you, you're a Connecticut kid, you grew up in Stamford, others with New York or metro area ties, but some are just ball players who were signed by this team. But still, it seemed to really hit home for these players that something so much bigger than baseball had happened. What was the mood among the team?
Well, the mood was just as it was with everyone else in our society. There was uncertainty, there was fear, there was this idea of trying to do something, anything, to help our families, to help those that we knew, and to help people in general. And I was so proud of the Met organization and the people I got to work with in 2001 and 2002, because they really did care. And I think the major step that sports and baseball in particular, the major steps that we took in those early days really did help in the recovery.
And one of the major steps was turning Shea Stadium into a relief site. And we have some video from that day. I mean, major league ball players. I saw a report, Joe McEwing, one of my favorite Mets ever, driving a forklift. Al Leiter unloading. Here's Edgardo Alfonso carrying boxes, Bobby. Those players really jumped into this and tried to help.
Yeah, we became the staging area for Ground Zero. As was mentioned earlier in your program, you couldn't navigate the streets. Command Center down on 21st Street looked like a war zone, and only the police cars were big enough, if you will, or small enough to maneuver through the streets to get to Ground Zero, to get the supplies that were needed to give to these heroic men and women who had their buckets, and they were trying to dig their way through this massive mound of destruction. And it was the most amazing group effort from our team, through all the first responders, to all the volunteers and all of the people who came together in that healing process.
I know baseball, the commissioner was Bud Selig at the time, canceled games all the way through the 16th. The 17th, the Mets played in Pittsburgh, taking a series that was supposed to be at Shea on the road to Pittsburgh. I had actually forgot, Bobby. Of course, I remember the Piazza home run. I forgot. The Mets go down there in this tough time. They sweep Pittsburgh. Was it just an inspired team trying to inspire a city?
We knew we had to put our best foot forward. And I think that, we played our best baseball there for a couple of weeks, because we were on cloud nine, if you will. We were walking around wondering if what we were doing was the right thing, first off, and how we could do more, and how we could do more.
And, of course, then the Mets come home, and we have some video to show you. The Mets and Braves players hug at the mound before the game. You're wearing the hats from NYPD, FDNY, and the others. And then we have this big home run Mike Piazza hit against the Braves. Let's take a look, and then I want to hear your reaction.
Lopez wants it away. And it's hit deep to left center. Andrew Jones on the run. This one has a chance. Home run! Mike Piazza, and the Mets lead 3-2.
Wow, what a great call there. The great Howie Rose with the call. Bobby, what's that moment like in Shea Stadium?
Well, it was a transitional moment where not only did the score change on the scoreboard and had the good guys take the lead, but it changed the entire makeup of the people in the stands, in the dugout, and those who are watching on TV. It actually was a moment in time that collectively everyone felt, and everyone felt the same thing, that, oh, maybe we're going to return to normalcy and we could take off the frown and turn it upside down.
And baseball helping America to do that and to heal. Bobby Valentine, former Mets manager, former Major League player, Sacred Heart athletic director, Connecticut guy, and now an independent for mayor in Stamford. Long resume, Bobby, and I'm happy that we're able to have you here this week. Hopefully we'll have you back on CT21 again sometime soon. Thank you so much for being with us. That is CT21 for this week. CBS Sunday Morning with Jane Pauley is coming up next. We'll meet you back here in Studio A next Sunday morning.
News. Watch us live wherever you are on our mobile, on our streaming news app. And you can also watch us on Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV.